So, you've been subscribed to me for a little while now, and you have either wondered or questioned about how do I keep my hair healthy looking even after all the heat and damage I put on it. I will be sharing with you guys the right steps and tips and advice to getting your hair back to its healthy state
and also keeping it maintained healthy.
So let's start. Tip number 1. Never comb your hair while it's wet. I've mentioned this before, and it's because when it is wet, it is at its weakest point. And if you brush it, you will stretch and snap your hair, which causes breakage. So wait till your hair is about 50% dry when it's wet, and then you can use your fingers or a comb or wide tooth comb and then proceed to comb it out. Tip number 2. Challenge yourself, and for a whole month or 2 weeks if possible, don't use any styling tools, okay? None. Let your hair air dry naturally and use an electric fan instead of a hair dryer. Now, if you totally dislike how your hair naturally looks, I have a tutorial on how to do a side bun, which you can check out right here. And it's simple, fast, and it'll keep your hair out of the way, but don't use any styling tools like I did in the video. Tip number 3. Don't be fooled into buying drugstore shampoos and conditioners thinking that your hair is gonna come out looking amazing afterwards. They are inexpensive for a reason and are loaded with ingredients that are not good for your hair. So be a smart buyer, please, and invest in ones that are sulfate-free, paraben-free, and more, because it is a lot better for your hair. So a good shampoo that I've been using for a long time now, and what I recommend, is this one right here by Macadamia, and it's by far my favorite out of all the other ones that I've tried. And I've never seen my hair as healthy as it is now. And remember, it's totally up to you on what you want to get. I'm just here to answer your FAQs and share with you what I use. And yeah, honestly, you just have to try it yourself to see the results yourself, and you'll absolutely be stunned. Tip number 4. When you start to use higher quality shampoos, I found that you don't need to use the exact same brand in conditioner. I always use a deep hair conditioner that's a lot better than the normal ones, and it's by Terax. It's very thick in consistency and a little different to use. Instead of putting it directly on your wet hair, the instructions say that you have to put it on your damp hair and leave it on for about a couple minutes. And this allows your hair to properly get conditioned. It definitely works better than any other normal conditioners out there, and what's good is that you can use it daily, because normally you can only use a deep hair repair mask once or twice a week. Remember, again, you could use any type of brand you may wish. This is just what I recommend and what I've been using for a very long time now. Tip number 5. In conjunction with using a great shampoo and a great daily moisturizing conditioner, you also want to use a deep hair mask at least once a week to fully revitalize your hair. My all-time favorite is by Macadamia, and it works wonders.
Tip number 6.
Sometimes, no matter what hair care routine you follow, the only best way, and you're not going to like this, is to just chop off all your hair and rock the short look. You can always wear extensions to make up for the length till your hair grows out a little longer, but believe me, cutting all that dead hair is the best way to start fresh again.
I actually cut my hair here at home, and this hair cutting tutorial of mine is almost at 2 million views. It's pretty awesome knowing that I saved a ton of you guys a lot of money.
Tip number 7. I've mentioned this before, and seriously, I cannot stress enough on this one, but when you see flat irons, blow dryers, curling irons, whatever, for only about $25, don't be a sucker and buy them. You're only gonna get crappy hairstyles from them and damage your hair, because metal is a big no-no.
My 3 top styling tools that I swear by and recommend and have been using for over a year now with no problems and still haven't found anything that's better yet are the KQC flat iron, the Volectip hair mount dryer, and lastly, my Babyliss Pro curling iron.
Tip number 8. Always use a heat protectant spray before straightening or any kind of serum prior to blow drying, so that the heat from your styling tools will suck up those products first rather than damaging your bare hair. Tip number 9. If you stay in the sun a lot, try and wear a hat to protect your hair from drying out and becoming brittle, or use a leave-in UVA hair conditioner, because too much sun for your hair can actually damage it. Sometimes I forget to protect my hair from the sun, so afterwards I always like to put an oil treatment on my hair called argan oil, and it basically absorbs into my hair and conditions it, and it really works. Okay, so finally, the last tip. Summer is coming up, and when you go swimming, chlorine is probably your hair's #1 enemy. So avoid it by either wearing a swim cap, or right before you go for a swim, liberally apply a leave-in conditioner, all over your hair and then tie it up in a bun so the chlorine won't directly soak into your hair, but the leave-in conditioner first. Trust me, it's better to do that than nothing.
Extra quick bonus tips. 11. Eat more salmon, beans, whole grains, and dark green vegetables for healthier hair. Your diet and health plays a big role here too, remember that. 12. Avoid drinking alcohol. It's like drinking chlorine and does your hair no good. 13. Avoid smoking or stop always constantly being around smokers. The smoke actually dries up the moisture in your hair and leaves it dull and dead looking. 14. Don't wash your hair every single day. The natural oils on your hair help more than you think. Be patient when trying to restore your hair back to its healthy state because you're not going to get results instantly the next day. Everyone has different hair levels of damage, so really all you have to do is follow these steps religiously and eventually your hair will get better within time.
Anyways, that pretty much sums up my hair care routine and how I maintain it, and I hope that you just learned anything from this video, and I hope that your hair will get back to its healthy state. And don't forget to check out my second channel, Rose Russo. And that's about it. Bye guys.
Oh, one more thing I almost forgot. No, for those asking, I do not wear extensions. I never had in any of my videos, and if I ever do, I will let you know. Okay, take care because I care. Bye guys.